Okay, that's enough to heal that. Now we can just heal this. Perfect. Healed both. That's all I needed this for. I can leave everything else in it. I'll use this to harvest these. Perfect. Actually, do we have enough to respawn the Ender Dragon? I kind of want to respawn and kill the Ender Dragon, to be honest. That might be fun. Anyways, welcome back. It's been a while since I streamed. It's just been really busy lately, and I'm trying to kind of reprioritize a little with the whole time spent on things. As much as I do love playing and talking with you guys, I also need to reprioritize how I spend my time for some things, like making sure that I spend a little bit more time on things that I enjoy that I haven't, like reading and things that I let slip, and also spending a little bit more time on things that I need to, like work and all of the unfinished projects I have in real life, as far as things that could produce me money or just have a little bit more nice things in my life. So yeah, so I haven't been on for a little bit. I was on yesterday while I was doing other things in my house, which is why we have that I need to burn down. But all I did was gather a bunch more wood and gather some more sugarcane and paper and some more XP from the skeleton farm. That's really all I ended up doing, which I'm gonna go over to our Fletcher's and trade off all of these sticks I got from mining down all the trees for wood. We were just running a little low on wood, and I know we'll need a lot for this big project of a library that we're doing. One second. I know we'll need a lot of wood for this big project of the library, so I figured I should probably collect some more, which is what I ended up doing. I'm sorry, Lulu. I know you were just comfy. Dog's a jealous butt. Alright, so that's all we needed to do. Nixie, I swear to God. Of course, the only one that has the 32 trait is the one that's not available. Anyways, yeah, so I did get a bunch more wood, and then that was pretty much all I did yesterday. I was pretty busy doing other stuff, so I mostly just sat AFK'd while I was... He's all just laying around because he has a full inventory. Anything decent? I think sacks are kind of useful, I'll take that. Anyways, I mostly just sat AFK'd and in front of the skeleton spawner, and then did some stuff in real life in the house, and then would kind of go and kill a bunch of them when it started lagging and do that on repeat, so there wasn't that much that you guys missed out. I was kind of tempted to do it as like a no-make stream while AFK'd, but I figured it's extremely boring and I didn't really want to stream it, so I was like, it's fine. I will probably mute off and on today because the dog has been a nuisance and because I do have a little bit of a cough. I'm not sick, I just have like a cough left over from when I had RS. But yeah, I probably will mute off and on for that, but I just finished having my lunch for today and I have a little bit to do today, so I will be getting off a little early. I have to write something that I intend to give to someone, and I also am supposed to be getting a bunch of work done somehow, so yeah, and we have to bring Nixie to run, so today's a little of a mess, but it's fine. I can't wait to finish this library though. This is going to be one really big project, but I'm really excited about it. So, to go over the library, since I did most of it muted, this is the entryway. This is going to be the main part of the library, and then this is going to be a little porch. So yeah, that's how that's gonna work. And all the walls are gonna be one in, so that I can do a little bit of detailing that differs the two. What I think I'm probably gonna do is just make them solid, and then I'll go back through and mine out what windows I need and stuff. I don't have to figure out how I want to do this. Floors wise, I think I'll do a second floor on the place that I put the beams, but do it as only a partial second floor, not a full second floor, so do it as like a balcony style, so it only goes out a certain amount from the edge. And then I'll probably do something on top of the entryway, maybe, or on top of the porch. Probably not, actually. Probably just something on top of up there, like a little deck there. And then we'll go back through and cut out spaces for any windows we want to add and stuff like that, even though there's not going to be that many windows, since it is, in fact, a area that is going to have a bunch of bookshelves. Hey, welcome back. How are you doing today? But we damaged our axe a lot from mining wood, so that's why I started over there today. I opened up Minecraft a little while before I finished doing the other stuff I had to do, and then I just let the skeletons start spawning, and then once I started streaming, I just kind of quickly killed all those to heal up the axe. So we need some spruce wood, we need some dark oak wood, and we need some oak wood for this project, which I did get more of the dark oak and oak wood since we were running a little low on both. I didn't grab more spruce, but we can always just go over to the island there and grab some more if we do run low. But I got a bit more oak, which is good because we'll need those. I got a little more dark oak, but this is the spruce chest because I need it for some of the decorative stuff. And then we got more dark oak, which we have a bunch of. So nice. We have a decent amount of stuff. I'm going to test the two different types of fences and see which type of fence I want to do more. I'm definitely going to do dark oak doors. I just like the look of dark oak doors better. Of course, that one singular log decided to not burn. I also switched out to, I do have Discord. I don't have a server. I don't really know how to build servers. I'll probably have to ask my little brother to help me out because he's done it a few times. I don't really know how to build servers, so I haven't bothered trying it. Let's do this door, and then we'll do another door over here. Do we have a okay, I was gonna say, do we have a crafting table down yet? We do. Didn't want to make one for no reason. Make more doors. Then use the last of it to make a fence gate. There we go. Now we have doors. I think we took some of the stairs we had so that we can do this. I think I'm gonna do it like this. Although actually, I'll probably do it even like that. Sorry for my phone going off in the background. I messaged my mom a couple things and she's probably just now messaging me back about them. The only people I ever really talk to are my parents anyway, so. Let's do that, and then maybe we could do like an awning style. An awning look to it, so do like, make it look like there's like an above spot to it. Something like that, and then we can did that go the right way? It did. Something like that, and then we can do like dark oak fence to connect the awning. I don't know, I'm just kind of winging it on this project, honestly. That's all I ever do with projects, is just kind of keep adjusting until I find things that work right. But this is going to be a library because, oh geez, let's not do that. Why do I have that in my hotbar? I'm just trying to make a library because I really do like having bookshelves, and I had mentioned before that I wanted to do a library project, so do something like that, and that'll leave us places to put lanterns right there. I hate the noise of killing the mobs of those types, but I have to because I need the leather, because this is going to take a lot of bookshelves. So there's our front doors. It's kind of iffy, but I think it'll look good, especially when we add the roof on. The roof at the very top is going to be interesting because it's not going to be like an actual roof like these ones. It's going to be a flatter style roof, because that's typically what I see for libraries, and then that leaves a place where I can climb up to as well. We'll have to choose what colored glass to use for any of the windows as well, because I usually use a different colored glass for each type of window that I end up doing. I think right here will be a lantern. But now I can pretty much just fill in the walls because I don't have anything else to do. It'll look kind of dumb to have them all solid at first, but I do want to do that so I have the easier way of being able to... Oh shoot, that's what else I need that I don't have. I'll have to make these into solid blocks then. What can I toss? What can I toss? This sucks. I guess I'll toss those for now. I need to like toss it in the direction of the floor so that I can actually go get it when I'm done. Anyways, I don't even remember what I was saying. I am a mess these days. It's fine. I definitely need to make some more slabs. So let's just get down here and make some more slabs. I'm gonna make a little chest to put down so I can put any of the stuff that's crowding the inventory that I don't currently need in a chest right here so it doesn't despawn sitting on the ground. Something like that. I don't know. Alright, so we need some more slabs. But yeah, I was gonna update you guys about things in life, and there's not much to update on that I can actually function enough to remember right now. But there hasn't been that much change going on in my life. I mean, pretty much just kind of doing a bunch of stuff since it's New Year, and I'm trying to get myself back on track and everything. Not in the way of the cringy, like, oh, I have New Year's resolutions that I have to get up with. I'm not one for really doing New Year's resolutions, just because I'm not good at setting, like, goals that are actually achievable, and then it makes it a whole mess of, like, getting down on myself for not getting where I want to be. But I have been doing some things related to kind of just refocusing and getting things done, like I did plant some seeds for the new year because I like being able to have kind of a visual representation of what energies are being sent my way as far as in my craft, and a visual representation of what I'm keeping up with and what I need to focus on, since if my plants die off, it's likely because I'm not focusing on the things I'm supposed to, like the plants and all the things that I enjoy to spend time on that I usually let fall apart. So it's just kind of a little simple way for me to keep tabs on myself and keep myself going, and moving forward. But I planted some seeds on New Year's, which are currently sprouted, which is nice. Nixie, would you leave that stuff alone, please? Really, because you're in trouble, you have to get in my face and act all pitiful. You're ridiculous. You're ridiculous. I love you. You're just being a turd today. And that's not okay. Just because you're in trouble doesn't mean you gotta act all pitiful. It doesn't make you not in trouble. It just makes you... Get off of the ottoman. Now. Thank you. You know better. And get your nose out of the couch. Hey. Stop. That's what I thought. Stop it. Nixie. Stop it. 1 second. She literally is just talking back to me the whole time I'm trying to tell her to not do something. No. Gotta love obstinate toddlers for dogs. She's only a year old, so she's just pretty much an obstinate toddler when it comes to anything. Okay, I gotta get back in. And I gotta... I can't get up there. Haha. Again, I know this looks pretty good, but I'm trying to just make things work for the time being so that I can get a base down. I'm probably gonna, the places that I'm leaving gapped are because of the posts, I'm probably gonna put posts in here as well to kind of add some breaking up of the oak wood, so I'll probably just fill in those empty pillar spots with dark oak. Nixie, is it really necessary to get into that? I'm really excited to have this build though. I'm really excited to have a library. This is cool. I like this. I'd like to fill this in as a pillar instead of as oak wood though, to make things match up better. Something like that. Ouch. I just like this concept because it gives me something that kind of connects the outside to the inside a little better and makes it break up a little better with not being all one bland oak wood project. That's not what I did. There we go. Just going to build slabs across. Really? It does not like me going in the correct direction. Nixie, stop. Just because there's a noise does not mean you need to bark at it every time, honey. It's not what you need to do. You are fine. Nixie. Nix. Hush. There we go. slowly coming together. Alright. Yeah, I was talking about New Year's stuff. I was trying to remember what I was talking about. Yeah, I planted some seeds and they have sprouted, which is nice. I have done a little bit of adjusting my habits some and trying to spend my time a little wiser, which is why I haven't been on here as much and I haven't been doing some other things as much. I still need to cut down on some things that I've been spending a little too much time on, but nonetheless, I've gotten a little better. It'll just take time and practice as far as getting better on all of that, but it is slowly improving and hopefully it'll work out like I did. The seeds that I did plant will be useful for some things. I'm also going to work on making some herbal tinctures, which is a hobby slash project I've been trying to do for a long time and haven't gotten around to, so I need to do that. It's probably quite damaging to our health, but oh well. I also started mentioning I did switch over to chicken instead of steak in the game because we have a ton of different chicken, like cooked chicken sitting in the chest. So I figured I can probably just use that up instead of running out of steak because I'm about to run low on steak. So, or sorry, cooked beef now, but still. I'm running low on that, so I have to use something that'll actually pan out. Let's do a marker for the second floor so I know where it is. Because this whole time I'm going to cover up the entire second floor, the entire edging here, and not know where the line is for where the second floor goes. I do have to see if my new PlayStation that I have will be less laggy than this. This one's been doing a little better, but I'm curious if the new one that I got will be less laggy because it is newer and it hasn't been used as much. Do not make your sister scream like that. Lay down and relax. She's not a chew toy. You know better and you've been told 1,000,000,000 times. So don't look at me like you're clueless and pout. Nix, don't even think about it. What did I just say? Get back up here. Now. You're not allowed off here if you're gonna go after the cat and be a nuisance. Especially if you make her scream like that. Nixie, get up here. Nix. It's not a request. Get up here. Now. I guess we'd have to do oak wood a little different here, because we'll have to do it, like, across for this part, and then do it as the inside. It's so weird to try to figure out how to do this part. Which I'll probably just leave like this, since I don't know how I'll do the entrance. Nix. Nixie, get over here and lay down. Nix, get over here and lay down. You are one obstinate big turd. Because I'm telling her to get over here and lay down, she's purposely not doing so, and she just laid down in a completely different spot just to be the fact of, I still get my way, because I am not in the spot you told me to be. Oh, of course I fell off. Oh well. I need to do this post anyways. There's probably other things I meant to tell you guys while I was here, but I don't remember most of it. None of it really comes to mind at the moment. I will still be streaming on Friday, at least as of right now. That's still the plan. And I will hopefully be streaming a new game to play. I've been wanting to stream a new game, but every time I go to stream, I'm usually in the mood for playing Minecraft, so I just play Minecraft. But hopefully, unless I'm like absolutely hankering to play Minecraft, I should be doing a new game on Friday when I stream to get a little bit of variety going. Alright, we need just the outline, since I don't know how I'll do the entryway here. Although, actually, what I probably could do is just so that this is spruce. I'm just making this area the actual entryway. That'll probably make the most sense. Nixie, I swear to God, will you just come here and lay down, please? Of course, Nick started to have to be a nuisance again because the cat went and curled up in the dog bed, which is what she's been doing a lot lately, and every time the dog sees it, she goes nuts, even though the dog literally never uses her bed and is not using her bed when the cat curls up on it. But God forbid the cat touches it, because then she has to freak out. It's ridiculous. They are literal toddlers. And like a billion% siblings, because that is a billion% things I would do with like my little siblings when I was younger. I was like, oh my God, how dare they touch my things? And it's like, you don't use it. And then I'd be like, yeah, I do now all of a sudden because they're using it. Grew up with 2 little siblings, I know the exact routine. You only ever need to use something when it's being used by your sibling. Which is what these two do all the time and why they're quarreling. Nix. Leave it. You're not using it. She can be in it. She's not hurting anything. It's not like she's peeing in it. Could definitely be far worse. Do it like this and then replace this with... doing it this way so that it's a little more obvious for me when I'm building where the boundaries are. Nope, that's not what I was trying to do. There we go. Something like that. Of course it starts raining. Something to mark the top floor here, so when I'm ready to do that, I know. You're pitiful, puppy dog. You are pitiful. Yes, I'm talking about you. I'm out of slabs. Nixie, leave her alone. Yes, I said what I said. You need to leave her alone. Nixie. I need to go sleep before this night ends so that I can get rid of the rain and prevent it turning into a storm. But for right now, I'm trying to finish this little section we're on. Coming along quite nicely. Nixie, I swear to goodness. I'm going to lose my land dog. More than I already have. Can't place it for here. Oh gosh. Not what I was trying to do. I'll figure that out when I get there. Probably just do a line like this so I can get this part done. Because I'll need to have something across here so that I can have the roof line up correctly. I might put a little deck here, I'm not sure yet. Depends on what this area ends up being for walls and stuff. Yeah, you better look at me because you know you're in trouble. Something like this works pretty well. I gotta go sleep and then I can continue. Why is my phone still going on? Get up and lay down, please. Yes, I'm telling you to leave the cat alone because you are too rough with her, honey. Get up and lay down, please. Lay down. Lay down. Nick. Nixie. Get over here and lay down now. I'm not kidding. Lay down. Nixie. Bite me again, I swear to God. Nixie. Stop. You do not bite me. That is rude. Stop it. Breathe. Relax. Relax. I'll probably make little windowsill gardens off of that. I'll probably also do this as a too thick section. I need to destroy this so I can put the right pillars in. I don't imagine that's actually good for you, but alright. Yeah, that's what I figured. Frick. Gosh darn it. It is so weird to hear myself censored because I usually do not censor myself lately. There's really no reason to keep myself censored on the channel. I just tend to out of habit of not swearing that often when I'm doing things that aren't directly involved with my personal life. Something like that, and then I'm just trying to even this out so I have a decent entryway started. Thank you. I'm just kind of winging it on this build since I've never really built anything like it. I'm just trying to... I just really like the idea of having a library for builds to fill in this big platform we have here, because I know not all the builds for this platform are going to be actually functional. A lot of them are going to have to be just decorative ideas since we have so much space to cover, and since this is such a long-term world where it's really not going to be just needing functional things. And because we ended up fitting a lot of the functional things into our house built and stuff. But I think this is a good way to tie in some functional concepts with a little bit of fun and kind of whimsical vibes. And not to mention a library being my first decent, not functional build really fits well as a person, honestly. So it kind of just works. I think I'm going to make these pillars as well. Okay. I guess we'll just tie them in like that for now. Although I guess we can actually do it as a part of this. Like that. Something like that to tie this in a little bit. Now I start making the second floor. It's kind of weird that that was those I probably will have to actually place those inside as well. Well, let's get up to the second floor that we started and we'll do it that. Oi. I cannot stand the mechanics of putting wood in certain directions. I'm always so bad at it. There's no reason for me to be. I always am. It's always very exhausting. You probably won't go into this section. In place supports across that. No. I don't understand placing slabs either. It's like you try to look at one thing and suddenly you're looking ages away and it's deciding you're placing it in a completely wrong position. Good girl. Play with your toy, honey. Good girl. I know you're looking at me because I said you're a good girl, huh? What? Relax. You should have to work on your bone broth after this. So that took a little while ago to tell me it's done, but it should stay on warm mode until I go turn it off. So it shouldn't be an issue. I get a little quiet when I'm super intensely focused on this stuff. I apologize. I'm just like really focused on doing the same stuff for the build over and over again for some reason. I hope everyone's having a good New Year so far. I know New Year's is a pretty intimidating time for New Year's, so I'm sure plenty of other people are dealing with the similar feelings. I cannot stand the changing of years and the passing of time because it makes me extremely anxious. So New Year's is kind of just way too much of an acknowledgement of passage of time, of how much like I want to get done in life that I haven't gotten done, and all this kind of mess of anxiety induced feelings. So I understand people that definitely don't like the New Year, since I am in that same boat as well. Hope that even if you don't like it, it's been alright at least, because it's not the worst. As much as I can get anxious about it, I can still acknowledge it's really not the worst thing that can happen to you. And it does get a little harder to handle over time if you're not consciously thinking about it bad or not consciously getting yourself all the time. But easier said than done, so even if you are someone that's extremely anxious about the new year like I am, or the new year in any way like I do, I just hope that you're able to kind of process it and get through it and know that it's not as big of a deal as we make it. I know everyone gets extremely anxious about aging and the passing of time, me included, but it's not, or myself included, it's not as bad as we make it out to be in our heads, and it's not something that has to be kind of the end-all be-all. We're much more than what we think we are in terms of success or achievements or milestones or things like that that we get all. There's definitely a lot of change that will be coming this year for me, so I'm not sure to what extent keep up with streaming once the adore streaming, continue with it, but thank you for stopping in. I appreciate the follow. I hope that you have a good rest of your day. I probably will be offline back on later, but I will be back on Friday, so in a couple days I'll be back on. But be sure to take care of yourself. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Thank you for I appreciate it very much. But yeah, on the topic of and stuff, I know that there is a lot of like really rough feelings that come New Year, because a lot of really rough feelings come with that for me most years and things like that. So I know that it's not the easiest thing to get through. It's much easier said than done, as far as not being too hard on yourself and not focusing on all the negatives and all this, but it's possible. And the biggest thing that you have to focus on as well in the new year is that, hey, you made it another year and things can get better, as much as it doesn't feel like it every time. Most of your life still has the capability to get better. Especially in the case, I know a lot of my viewers are in the younger generation where you're still at home with your parents or in bad situations at home or things like that. If you are having a rough time and it feels like it can't change because it's so far away to change, but every minute, every hour, every week, every year that you're able to keep fighting and keep going, you get a lot closer to being able to have that freedom, being able to see your life improve. So I think it's still worth it, as much as it's hard for me to even think that myself a lot of times. It's still worth it to keep and keep pushing until you can make it further and until you can get out, because I thought for a very long time when I was young that I was never going to get out, never going to be away from my parents, and never going to be able to continue my life and have the things that I want. But I am here still at age 20. I turned 21 this year, and I am in an apartment that I'm not living with my parents in, and granted that may not be for much longer, but I am in an apartment without my parents, and I have pets that I love that I never thought I would have. Like, having a dog was something I absolutely wanted to have on my own the second I could, and I never thought I'd be able to, because it's really hard for me to keep up with things like that, especially financially. But we have Nixie and we have Lou. I never thought I'd lose a lot of the animals that I did and a lot of the people that I did, and I thought I would never survive if I did, but I've survived, and you can too. It doesn't have to be the end-all be-all to find a rough patch in life. It doesn't have to be as difficult as we make it on ourselves. It's a little too sappy for me personally, but not something I normally get into the topic of, but I think that it needs to be said because a lot of people are really struggling these days, me included, and it's not something that is very easy to tell yourself, so sometimes you kind of have to hear it from other people. I think this will be the edge here. But I'm being a little too sappy and emotional and inspirational, but I think it's something that is really important, especially around New Year's, to hear, because I would like when I was young and struggling, if even some struggled now. I've saved my face, like, oh, look at you, comforting others with words that you hear. Like, yeah, that's usually what I do, so I want to still spread it to other people, because I know some people really do need it, and it's really good to be able to spread it. That's why I'm here as a streamer. I like to be that person that can help others and that can be a resource, even if it's not necessarily out of my view. I just like feel a little bit less alone, because that's what streamers do for me, so it's a little important to me. Let's do... I probably could use fences, but I like the dark oak fences for this. One post. Post. Are they both one way? Yes, okay. So then we can do the middle by finding the middle of these two posts, which is right here. So I will place a slab here so I remember where the middle is. There we go. We'll do something like this. No. Do the middle right there. There we go. So close to having enough. I'll need more for having the posts for hanging lanterns off of anyways, so close. Not as close as it seems, at least. That's good for a little balcony section. I like making it tiered without having the intense pressure of it needing to be fully second floored. That way we have a little bit of differential between the first and second floor without having to have an entire different section. I think I can even actually... Oh, I need more dark oak in my inventory, duh. I'm trying to pick block that and I can't. Where are we gonna do the entrance and exit off of the porch? I think we'll make these be windows to see the porch. Like that. And then we'll make the entrance and exit be the ends. And we can make it be just kind of a little decorative section. We can make it be like, you could do like stairs maybe, sort of thing. Although I do want an actual door probably, so I guess we'll do it this way. What color are we gonna do for the glass though? Because I use different colored glass for every project. What's a color that works well for the library? We used purple for the... We also need a way to get up to that second floor. We used purple for the witchy tower. We used pink for the village. We used, I think, light gray for our house. Yeah, white for our house. What are we gonna do for the library? Let's go look at what colors we have while we get some more dark oak. I want it to be something different, but not so different that it stands out, and I want it to still match the build. Maybe even brown. As much as brown's kind of ugly, brown might be kind of cool to have like a color like leather, you know, since it's like looking like the books, since the bookshelves and stuff are brown. Maybe brown would be fine. What do we have for colors? Maybe brown, or like a light brown. We can try brown and we can try light brown and see what it looks like. We have to go collect our, some of our cocoa beans for that though. We have to go into the oasis over here and collect some cocoa beans, which means we need to bring a piece of green glass so we can fix that hole that's over here. Alright, so let's collect some of our cocoa beans. Cow! You're not one of my farm cows. I do like the way this turned out. Actually, what I might do is take out this section underneath the edge of the fences and make it spruce, because that makes sense to the build. And they don't need grass like sheep do, so we don't need to have this edging where it connects to make it back into grass in case it gets turned into dirt. Which is another project that we'll be doing next, is a sheep build. We need a sheep build, we need probably a second chicken build over here somewhere, and we need a llama build, probably, like a stable for the llamas when we start collecting llamas. Hey, welcome to the stream. How are you doing today? I am currently working on a few different projects at once. Oh, of course I did. Oh, I have my silk touch on me. Thank gosh. Okay. Does the fortune work on the cocoa beans is the question. So we got 5 off of 2. We got 2. And it doesn't seem to make a difference, but we'll still use it anyways. Oh, that's awesome. Happy birthday. I hope you have a good birthday. My birthday is quite a few months out, and I actually have a friend that has a birthday in a week or so. I don't know many January birthday folk, but I hope that you have a good birthday. I mean, vibing on Twitch is probably something I would do on my birthday, so fair enough. It's nice to just chill out and listen to other people or have people to chat with. But I need to get more of these cocoa beans. I will showcase the builds in a second that I'm working on, but right now, today, I'm working on a decorative build, which is a library, because I want some more decorative builds for this really big platform we have going on. Hopefully that vine will grow back. I didn't mean to break that vine. I wish fortune actually made a difference in harvesting these. I don't think it is making a difference at all. But we have quite a few, so we should have enough for now. One of the good things about setting this up is we have our own little cocoa bean farm. So yeah, so this is a little oasis section of the builds here, but we have a really large platform here to fill in, so I'm making some random builds here and there to kind of fill it in, one of which is this very giant library behind me that I'm working on. But I'm trying to figure out what color glass to use, and I'm actually thinking of doing light brown or brown, just because it would make sense with the... It's kind of an ugly color, but it would make sense because of the color of the bookshelves and the books and stuff, and it wouldn't stand out too bad. Since I use a different color of glass for each build. We have our witchy tower that has purple and black, we have white for our house, and we have pink for our hand-built village over there. So now I've got to try brown or light brown for the library, I think, but I need to make both and see what it looks like. We have some paints to be able to try it out. Make a few more paints. Oh, running out of inventory space. Alright, let's put away the leather. And we can condense those down. Something like that. And we can condense that down. No, not... I forgot I still had the open. Cocoa beans are the brown dye still, right? Yeah, okay. Brown stained glass. Oh, I did it wrong, didn't I? You have to do brown stained glass to turn it into panes. I did that wrong. Is light brown a thing, or is it just brown? I really should actually be better at Minecraft if I'm playing Minecraft 4, chatting with people. There's only brown. I'm dumb. Jeez, you wouldn't think I've been playing this game as long as I have, with how I act most of the time. I think brown will be fine, honestly. It looks a little funky, but I think it'll match the vibe of the library good. Let's put away our extra. So I made all those glass panes for literally no use. We're gonna have to go get some more glass from the villagers real quick, so I can have some glass so I don't have to smelt a bunch. I mean, I can smelt some, but I'd rather just go buy some off of our villagers. It might help them reset as well, because those villagers are the villagers I need for some other trades. It's still very odd. So I know I've streamed since the new year, but I didn't really discuss anything. It's still very odd to consider the concept of the fact that we are in fact in a new year, and we are in a year called 2023. because it still very much so feels like something that is absolutely, oh geez, I'm gonna be quiet while I do this because these guys are loud. Alright, but yes, 2023 still feels like something that is like so far off and like a year that I only can think of in concept. It still feels like I'm a little kid that's like, wow, 2023, what's that? I don't know when that'll be, you know? Like, it's just, it's so odd. I mean, it also doesn't help of the fact that we had a major health crisis in the world and everything got shut down for a very long time and a lot of us got isolated very badly, but even regardless of that situation, it still feels like it's just such a odd and far away concept to be in the year 2023. I'm not even going to remember to actually write 2023 when I'm writing dates. Luckily I'm not in school anymore, so I don't have to write dates all the time. It'd take me a solid month to actually remember to write the correct date in my, like, assignments and in my notebooks and stuff when I was in school. But it just definitely still feels like something that's very far off and not something that is here right now that we're living in. Which I'm sure a lot of people are like, what are you even talking about? But I know some people understand that feeling, so still continuing to say it, but it's not that it's a bad thing necessarily, or at least I'm trying to tell myself it's not a bad thing, but it feels strange to be that far forward in years. It feels strange to be this far into years. I mean, I'm turning 21 this year, so it's definitely odd all around for me to consider the passage of time and where we are and things. But we made it another year nonetheless, and we will continue to make it more years, hopefully. In theory. In practice, who knows? In theory, we're supposed to make it some more years. It's definitely, like, I will always be honest with you guys, and I am always going to not shy away from topics that I've dealt with, like the fact that I have been incredibly suicidal for a very long portion of my life, so I guess part of why the years seem so weird might be that contributing, but it's also just, it's so strange to know that it's like, it was always like, oh, that's gonna be the future year, everything's gonna be figured out, and it's like, no, we're in like one of the worst years in recent history. It's not ideal. It's not figuring itself out. There's not that much that's developed and special about it. It's just another year. But if little me knew anything about this, it would be so strange. It's so odd to think about how you as a younger person would react to things that you've experienced. I am low-key excited to be able to turn 21 though, even though it's like 10 months away, but hey, I will be able to buy my own alcohol. Life will be fantastic. Drown myself in a little bit, not really, but I'd be able to buy my own alcohol, which mainly is actually for things that I use for projects. Ironically, instead of actually wanting alcohol to drink, I mainly want alcohol to make my tinctures with and make some witchy stuff with, so I'm still going to get a hold of it somehow, but it's not that easy to get a hold of when I can't legally buy it. Well, I was gonna do pods there, but I can't. What about... I guess we could do Podzol here. I'm not trying to make it a symmetrical thing when I put these down, I just want it to be a little occasional thing. And I like using Podzol for the garden beds rather than grass or dirt, because it actually looks a little bit more like garden bed to me. Maybe I'm crazy, but it looks a little bit more like a garden bed to me. I'm gonna start dabbling in tinctures a little bit lately. As soon as I get a hold of the materials I need, like some alcohol and some herbs and things that I need, and mainly containers as well, but I'm gonna start dabbling in that a little bit once I get the time to, because I think that I just realized that we went all the way over there for dark oak and we didn't grab any dark oak because I spaced it. Nice. That's very me of me to do. This isn't going to be a fully glass porch, but I think that adding a few glass sections makes it a little bit more interesting to look at and makes it a little more kind of unique. Like, for example, the library that I know of locally that I'm thinking of when I'm building a lot of this, in fact, has a porch that has, like, a lot of glass to it and a lot of windows to it. Because most libraries are just, like, houses and buildings that they ended up turning into libraries, so they're all pretty unique. Not many libraries, in my area at least, are specifically made to be libraries. They're usually just things that were repurposed into libraries because they could be, or because they were donated. Like, in the town I'm thinking of, the one that I'm thinking of, in a town I used to live in, it was donated to the library by the family that had owned it. So, that's why it turned into a library. So it has a lot of very interesting architecture and mostly looks like just a house that was that they put a lot of shelves in, which is really all they did. Was it's just a house that they got donated that they turned into a library. So they put a bunch of shelves in and threw some books in it and all that, and voila, library. So it's interesting though. I quite like the concept of doing it that way because you get to see kind of the history of the building and get to feel a little bit more at home in it. I feel a lot more at home in the libraries in my local area because they're just buildings that have been repurposed into libraries, not something that's meant to be specific and fancy and high-end. There we go. It's coming along nicely. We need to do the roof. We need to add in a little bit of maybe windows or decorations or things on the outside. But it's coming along nicely. Alright, let's do pillars like we were going to do. Let's do we need some fences. Put away any of the excess stuff I don't need in my inventory so I can have some inventory space. Crack. I need a way to get back up there. We still have spruce stairs? Yes, we do. something like that, and then we can do like probably not the lanterns. We can probably do something decorative like flower pots there. And we can place some lanterns. I'm not sure what to do. Actually, I might do that all along the edge here. Helps tie it in a little. Make some more. Something like that, and then we can do I know this is a little repetitive for a light source, but we do need a decent amount of light without it being in the way, so this works pretty decent. There we go, we have a nice little porch for the library. Now we have to have a way to get up there, which I'm not sure how we'll do that. Maybe do a ladder, probably, to make it seem a little bit more unique and a little bit tied into the build. Do like a ladder somewhere. A lot of this is going to be wall-to-ceiling bookshelves on the edge here, so I'm gonna have to get my bookshelves out so I can do that. And then we'll probably place a ladder off of the bookshelves or something. We can put the stained glass away for now in this chest where it's here so we can use it, but we don't have it crowding our inventory. Yeah, let's go get our bookshelves and start filling in those, I guess. Ay. We can also start using these to create a lighting system for the edge of the build. People have reminded me many times, and I've reminded myself many times that I don't need to spam torches this much to keep mobs from spawning, but I still don't listen to them or to myself because I'm so used to spamming torches from being an old school player that used to have to spam torches so bad to keep mobs from spawning. It was like a necessary part of playing if you wanted mobs to not spawn, was to spam torches this much throughout an area. I thought that didn't look right. It wasn't high enough. Wow, that just destroyed so many things that didn't need to be destroyed. I don't have any more of those currently. What time is it? 2:56. Oh geez, I need to be getting off soon. I was supposed to get off early so that I could do some of my projects and some work. In the spirit of the new year, I'm being very brutally honest with someone that I haven't been honest with in a very long time. I mean, like, I've been honest with him, but I haven't told him a lot of things that were more nuanced or more specific to the situation and specific to different times in our lives that we just hadn't talked about. So I have to finish writing, because I'm not good at talking about things. I'm very good about writing about things, but I'm not good about talking with things. So I basically told him, like, hey, can I just write you a bunch of stuff to clear up a bunch of stuff that I never get to say, so that I can actually feel like I said it, especially since you're moving away at some point. And that way it gets that off of my chest a little and makes it a little easier to know that I did something about it. And he's like, sure. And so now I have to actually finish writing it, because I didn't finish it last night when I was writing. And I already agreed that he could pick it up today, so I'm very much so not a person that talks well, so writing is my only real way to actually get things out that are more heartfelt and that are more intense of topics, which is why, like, anyone that I have had for online friends I'm really genuine and sweet with, because I am very good at just typing what I'm feeling and not having to say it out loud. Which is kind of pathetic at times, but it is what it is. So I do need to definitely work on that habit over time, but for now that's what I am, so I have to work with what I am, and I need to finish writing that. So actually, I guess that'll be where we'll pause. We'll start on putting the bookshelves in the next time that I play Minecraft. I am streaming again on Friday, but I don't know if I'll be playing Minecraft because I'm so intensely focused on this build. I might, but I shouldn't. I'm supposed to do a new game and start exploring other options in other games. I just haven't, and I keep avoiding it. Not for really any particular reason besides the fact that I just really like playing Minecraft and I get intensely focused on it, especially when we're mid-project like this. But next time I will be probably streaming a different game, most likely. I don't know what game yet. Bless you, puppy dog. I don't know what game yet. I have to figure out what game. Bless you, puppy dog. You sneezy McGee over there. We also need to trade in this leather. So I'm going to sleep and then trade in this leather, and then I'll be getting off. Oop. My phone has been slowly dying next to me without me realizing. It is currently on 1% because it notified me that it was at 10%, and then it notified me that it was at 1%, and notified me that it was at 20%, then it notified me that it was at 10%, and I didn't notice either of the above. And it just kind of sat there still draining because I have my stream manager open, so it drains my battery a bit. Nixie, please leave. Honestly, I still get very terrified when I see the golems wandering around towards me, even though I know I'm usually not their target. It still makes me very anxious to watch them just bulky walk right up to me. I need the other Where's the other cleric dude? We have two. Where's the other one? Mans is always wandering very far from his station. Hey puppy, good girl. Where is he? It's the only bad thing about having this such a wide village and such a decorated village is I can't find the damn villagers when they're not where they're supposed to be. Where is he? What the heck? He's usually wandering off in this direction somewhere. Where is my cleric? I know I have a second one. What the hell? Where is he? Why is he not here? Is he hiding in here? No, that's a stonemason. Is he hiding in here? No. That's a farmer. It's a blacksmith. Stonemason. No. Hi, puppy. I love you. You're a pain in my butt, but I love you. Oh, yeah, you are. What, beautiful? What are you doing, pretty girl? I love you. Oh, what? Where is the other goddamn cleric? We have two. I know we have two. Why can't he just go to his station? Blacksmith. Chickens. Calico cat. Nixie. Where? Stonemason. Blacksmith. Library, farmer. Iron golem. The one we've already traded with. What the hell? Whatever. I'm only trading with the one then, because I've got to get off. But it's coming together slowly. It'll look much better once we start getting a little bit of the outdoor decorative parts done, once we get some of the bookshelves in. We have a bunch of leather to make more books, to make more bookshelves if needed. I'm not sure how many bookshelves we will need, so I'm not sure what we'll be on for that path. We have quite a few made already. Like stacks on stacks on stacks of them made already. But, and we can make some more looms to add some empty ones in as well. But I'm not sure how much we'll need because we have a lot of space in there. But anyways, that's all I can do for today since I have to get off. I will be back on Friday. Whether I'll be playing Minecraft or playing a different game depends on my mood of the day. But I will be back on Friday, and I hope you guys take care of yourselves. Thank you so much for everyone that has tuned in today. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!